So welcome everyone, this is Valderon, and I am about to go out on an adventure that I'm not overly confident about, but a challenge is a challenge, so I will start a new game and it will be Permadeath. So one of the things with Permadeath is that if you die, you lose everything including your save game. So it's game over if you die. And I'm not confident because I know I do die sometimes, even on normal game settings. So how long am I going to be able to run it? That's a good question. However, I took the challenge and I will fulfill my promises. I do that. And well, let's go down that very, very harsh road. Save deleted. That's consequences. So that is how it is, and let's see how many times I die. Certain aspects of No Man's Sky I'm very good at. However, others I'm less good at. So whether we go down one route or the other, it's all depending on the first 30 minutes. If I can survive them, ho hey, happy days. If I can't, well, I will have to start over. And it is all about what type of planet do you start on and how is it where you start. If you're very unlucky, you don't survive a long time. If you're very lucky, it might be a walk in the park. So, what do I expect? I don't know. Because sometimes I am lucky and sometimes I'm not. It's not like there is a tendency to either or. It's not like I'm unlucky all the time, like some people are. And it's not like I'm overly lucky all the time either. It happens. Sometimes with luck, sometimes with bad luck. I like to see myself as sort of average in that game, but well, we have to see. Thing is, we start in Euclid, so everything I find S-class, this and that, is up for grasps. I don't know when I will be able to afford anything. So, here we go.
Life support systems activated.
Very cold.
Shield kinetic system online.
Oh, there's sodium right there. And there is that.
Aerial propulsion jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational.
So,
User initialization sequence complete. Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge.
Yeah, that is... come on. I don't have time for that right now. I need to find a cave or something in that. Go away for now. That's good. So, is there anything like a cave around here? These mountains. Mountains normally have some sort of cave, but I think there is one over there. Someone warned me about doing that, so better be careful. Because the thing is, when you hit the ground, it hurts much more here. So now I have a little bit of time to actually kind of get my breath. Carbon, good. Carbon, marrow bulb. Cobalt, actually. I saw one more of those pesky hazardous plants. So the big problem here is that the amount you can carry is rather limited. So I will say this is a gameplay which will not be fast in any ways. So I need more ferrite dust, yeah. some protection. Okay, there's another one of these. So the good thing with this compared to the other one I'm playing at the moment, here I can actually spend my money in nanites, so I can actually get something out of it. So I'm living in this cave now. So that was kind of my main problem in the other game I started on Thursday, was that I couldn't really buy the things I needed. Some sort of animal. Oh, it's a bird. So these are of course not good. Because they ooze toxic gases out, which can harm you a lot, but on the other hand, they provide me with two very important things at the moment, sodium and oxygen. So I don't mind these plants if I see them before they harm me. So far so good. Okay, first thing is repair that. So, exosuit, what can we build? We can build this one, which takes a lot of oxygen. That has to wait a little bit. Multi-tool. I can build this one which need carbon. I might actually be able to build that relatively soon. Chromatic metal is a little bit further off. Iron battery and wiring loom. Wiring loom I don't have at the hand. So can I make a carbon tube? That takes 50 carbon. So we can take the discussion if I should leave the cave or I should prep myself as much as I can. My way of playing is prep myself as much as I can. Because this actually helps me out a lot. For two reasons. It gives me money. And it gives me knowledge. So whenever I see something I don't know, I'm not sure whether I get or lose something. So carbon is one of the things I really need a lot of. So to be honest, the mining laser is my first kind of weapon.
Units received.
You see, that is something that can help me survive. I still need oxygen for that. So never seen birds flying in through the caves, I believe. That's actually amazing, but so I need to start control 0 course 0. Because when I have things like this, going first person actually I can take them without digging. Well, sometimes. So start scanning everything, and that adds to a little bit to money.
Units received.
Well, I of course already. So it wants me to go that way for my ship. Yeah, I need something for that. Okay. That way and all that way back. That is a good question. It's actually that way, so I don't know. take some time just to scan a few things. We've got oxygen and ferrite. There's a whole other problem which I haven't covered yet. Sentinels require obedience. That's one of the things that with higher level games everything turns tougher, including the Sentinels. So that is kind of how it is. Still living.
Technology recharge.
So
Technology recharge.
that I'm not doing yet.
Thermal protection fully. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
So
Units received.
is it it's falling quite quickly now. So there's my ship at least.
Units received. Thermal protection fully.
Yes, I know. So I go here first. So this was the first half hour, roughly. 20 minutes. Yes. I am very aware of that. So for now, where did I get silver from? So I don't have the same agenda as
Thermal protection fully.
it's actually popping up with. Even though I do know what I need and I do know how to kind of get it. So it's not that, that's not the worst part. The worst part is still to actually survive. That is my first, my prime directive, it is to survive. So, going to go through these things as well. Nanites will become very useful not far away. So the bells I know I can't open because I don't have an atlas pass, so that is
Thermal protection fully.
yeah. The thing is, I'm safe inside the ship. Partial at least. So, actually going to put this one on. It's not much, but it actually gives a little bit of an edge. So, Starship, pulse engine. That one I can always make. That one I don't have the recipe for. And the other one, so they want me out and run, which is fine. Which is technically fine. What is not fine is that do I So what did I need for the other one? Pure ferrite, that needs a refiner. Dihydrogen jelly needs dihydrogen. How many? 40, okay. So I need a map. I need that map to tell me where to go. And it's normally very far away. So there's actually only one way to go about it. Get it over and done with. Hopefully we can find something interesting on the way.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Yeah, that is not good.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge.
So I actually saw there was a cave, so
Protection falling.
that
Temperature levels stabilizing.
in here it's fine. Just have to make sure that there are no dangers.
Experience received. Weather update. Storm clearing.
There they are. Normally some in caves. It's rare that they aren't.
Thermal protection falling.
So luckily oxygen is what I have plenty of. So the storm is gone, so we can continue our little venture.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge.
So on higher levels you need more.
Thermal protection falling.
So one iron battery, which would on normal be enough for 100%, is only around 50% here.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling. Units received. Units received.
This is actually not a bad thing to find.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
So here's a holo archive, but normally it would be a nanite extractor. So now I can repair part of the ship. However, the other one is still quite challenging. So these here. I change to
Protection falling.
I generally don't like to play in first person. I feel I don't have the proper view, but yeah, well. So now we are playing on another level. I am taking things like carbon whenever I can.
Protection falling.
Because I don't know how difficult it's actually going to be if, for instance, there is a lot of sentinels and I can't actually farm it anywhere. Okay, I'm missing something here, but never mind, I have to go back to my ship. I know I'm taking a little bit of a deep.
Units received.
In this case, it's not so much the
Protection falling. Units received. Technology recharge. Protection falling. Units received.
I actually only need one more animal. Then I actually get the bonus nanites. That is that's something I like. Definitely.
Protection falling. Units received. Thermal protection falling.
So that's the
Technology
main
recharge.
problem. That's things like that is happening, and
Thermal protection falling.
that is where this game is kind of merciless. It's not really going to show any mercy. However,
Technology recharge.
I kind of know where we're going, so I'm trying to beat the game as much as the game is trying to beat me. So
Ground protection falling.
So it's interesting to see who wins and who loses. I mean, it is not necessary to have a loser, to be honest.
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling. Units received.
Some sounds in this game is scary.
Thermal protection falling.
So that was the first hurdle.
Repaired. Technology repaired.
So I collected enough so I could actually make that.
Repaired.
That one is being a problem. Metal plating.
Protection falling.
So problem is the weather. Good thing with this is I can build one, put it up, make
Technology recharge.
and I put this in because that is ferrite dust and it's a lot of it. And I actually don't have to stand and wait for it, so I can just sit in the safe weather, not wasting my health on it. that's one of those again. I know the game quite well, so I know it says go and gather from small rocks. However, I know that the rusted metal, each of them give 2 ferrite dust, and I always manage to pick that up, so yeah.
Protection falling.
Yeah, I think I will just sit there and wait. So, what is going to be my biggest challenge on this hard setting? Mainly running into something which can kill me without me retaliating. I don't have any weapons at the moment, so anything shooting at me would be able to kill me. So the thing is, I have to build up defensive capabilities as quick as possible. Which is going to be relatively hard. But luckily I can spend money here, so that is that's the good thing. Problem is the other game, which I will be playing tomorrow. Money is a no-go. But yeah, this game type will be very slow compared to normal setting. I can't take those reckless challenges I sometimes do. But as I found out when I played on survival, that down the line, as you make yourself better, you upgrade your gear, you get better weaponry, and so on and so on, you actually become more competitive, and as long as you know your own limitations while you're playing, then I would say then you can do a lot of better things with yourself. So I actually don't have anything to benefit that with. Okay. How are we doing? Seems like we're done. Not entirely. We are done for fuel. And that's the thing, as I said, carbon. I need to farm that in any form and shape as I can. Because if I get to not doing it, I will be lacking a lot of stuff. So how much do I actually need of that? 50, okay.
Thermal protection falling.
Yeah, I know. I will sit a little bit longer. The last one is a flying, okay. I might actually be able to catch that. But what you will see is that I try to gain much more out of the aliens I meet. Those I'm actually will try to talk to more on space stations than I normally do, among other things, so I can hopefully get a little bit of gifts from them, and that way get more beneficial things. So I will repair.
Repaired.
So now my ship is actually able to fly. That is how it's going to be for now. Yeah, I know. It actually reminds me to pick this up. I'm just going to let that run through. That's another thing.
Thermal protection
You
falling.
want to take everything you can get when and where you can get it. Seek answers among the stars. Okay. So I better not make the mistake I made on the other save. I started I went directly to the space station, which basal planets. Terminated. Humid. So these levels, you won't be told whether there's sentinels or not. What I have learned on survival was that there is probably sentinels on all planets, so yeah.
Alert. Navigational data received.
So I want me to go to the humid planet. Let's try that and see what happens. I would say nothing can surprise me, but that would be a little bit of a lie. So, approximately, location is one thing I hate in No Man's Sky most of the time. That way. Okay, they did just investigate. That is okay. So language. So and I now know it's a coax system. Will that make any difference? Not sure. 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 Mildly aggressive animals. That I could kind of do without. Okay. So I'll have to go back and oh, can I build two of them? Oh. The jelly, yeah. This is actually the most important tool you can get. So yeah, I have to have my mining laser on, as some animals are not very friendly. Scan around us as well, so we actually can see what everything is. And yeah, you gain money from scanning, but you also get a lot of information. So it is, it's a very important thing to actually do. Silver. Copper. There. So it seems like the copper might be on the other side of this mountain. So I always think like you have two options. either crawl over or under. I very often choose the under part because, well, that was not technically the best thing I could have done, but never mind. The thing is, the cost of doing this is actually none, because
detected. Toxic protection falling.
shit.
Toxicity levels critical. Component repaired. Technology repaired.
And that's how it goes. I have warned about these so many times, and then I freaking jump into them myself. Okay, that was a very short game. And as it's on Permadeath, I actually only have the option to restart again. I need to be a little bit more cautious when I do this, because well, it started actually well, but I don't know if I got a little bit cocky when I did this. That's something I will actually have to think about if I didn't do the best thing I could.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization. Life support systems.
And that is of course shitty if I do it wrongly. I've already got my
System online.
things and that went quite easy, so I don't know if I got into a false sense of cockiness. Damn.
Aerial propulsion jetpack online.
Well, Permadeath take 2.
Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational.
So,
User initialization sequence complete.
well, it's the same line of
Thermal protection falling.
survival. I need to find a cave very quickly. Otherwise, I will not survive for long. And that is the thing you should be a little bit careful with, is actually doing what I just did. Using your jetpack can cause harmful landings. Cave, cave, cave. Cave, cave, cave. No, it's not a cave, it's just out there.
Technology recharge.
Oh, man. That bugged me a little bit that I went so wrong with the earlier one. However, I have learned a couple of things with this game. One of them is shit happens. And that was the one I should be careful not to do, and I still do it. So you can question yourself, are you stupid? And the answer sometimes is yes, I am. I know that. And cave. I need a cave. There's mountains, but no caves. There was one.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
So I can say the warning is very often the hissing from those plants. This is not a very good cave, but well, first of all, ferrite dust, I don't have that yet. That one was oxygen, I almost have that, so that one I can't see, that one needs to scanner fixed. What is it? That one to carbon nanotubes. How much carbon did I already get? Not enough. So unfortunately this is not carbon plants, it's just decoration. No rocks either. So this cave is actually quite useless. To leave the safety for now. some reason if you stand too close to the object it won't actually kill them.
Thermal protection fully.
Yeah. I am aware of that, and I'm aware my life is coming down as well. And I'm aware that I don't have any more in that.
Technology recharge.
So condensed carbon is actually better than normal carbon to fuel with.
Technology recharge.
Sodium 4. Our life support. So wonder if I can find another cave. Don't see any around. But that doesn't mean they're not there. Oh. So where was my cave? Could actually be a cave down there. Guess that is my cave. Cave might be shitty, but at least it gives me
Levels
some sort of sheltering. And, that is actually good for now. That's what I need.
component repaired.
While I kind of fill myself up. I need a nanotube for that. So the visor is quite important, I find. it is one of these things that you really want to have that that extra little thing. It's not about the money.
Starship signal detected.
It's not about the money at all. It's more about the secondary, which always comes with it. So this is pure cobalt, so that's ancient data structure. Yeah, that's not a bad thing, but that's not what I need right now. I need not to die. That is the first trick. You can discuss whether that's a trick or not. We'll say that this is kind of going okay as well. So make sure that's up as well. So that one takes, oh, oxygen, I just used that. That was really, that one cannot build anything and it's too far away. This is something which has to wait. So one thing I have learned is make these rather than use sodium. First of all, sodium is not always available, so you might end up in a situation where you actually don't have it. And then rather be going for that little extra. And again, there's sentinels on this planet requiring obedience, so I really have to at least be careful what I'm doing, maybe not not be scared, but just be cautious with. And I actually did that when I started out. I was actually taking all the precautions that I should. And then what did I do? Yeah. I bloody ran into something I've been warning about so many times. So now we come to use these. And
protection falling.
I am absolutely not thinking about money or nanites at this point. I am purely thinking about staying alive. So a lot of people, and that doesn't matter which difficulty you play on. Most people actually tend to die before they have found their ship. And it's like there is something causing that, oh, I can't find my ship, now I'm going to die. So, is that a thing? I don't know why, but yes it is. I have through time had so many people asking me how do I survive the first 10, 20, 30 minutes. Because I can't find my ship. And I do actually understand that, because it is one of these things. It's the human mind make a lot of oh, I was not aware I could already build that. I just need to have that there. So, because everything I don't have to dig for is actually a benefit. Okay. So at least we can sit in the plane and be protected. That's the good thing. And from here I need to make sure I don't do stupid things like getting killed. I will have to go out and take a walk. Because there's one thing I can't make myself, and I need to go and find it, but I have a feeling that those buildings I could see actually helps with that. So pure ferrite, dihydrogen. I already have the dihydrogen for some reason. And this one I can make metal plating if I have enough. I do. So I could half repair my ship, so that's not bad. So what do you want me to do first? Why couldn't I do that when I was on the ship? It told me to leave the ship. So it will give me a chart. And this is the same every time you start a new save. It's
Thermal protection falling.
it's not bad in any way. It's actually okay. So where do you want me to go?
Alert. Navigational data received.
There's 2 buildings on the map. Which one is it? None of them. I have to go over the mountains, of course. And no, I'm not going through the mountain. I learned my lesson. And I don't have the manipulator yet, so... So the problem here is if there is a storm. That will be the worst problem.
Thermal protection falling. Weather warning.
Oh, yeah.
Incoming storm.
That is the one thing which can kill you no matter where you are, and who you are, what you are.
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
Am I safe here? It seems like it. Fair enough.
Units received. Technology recharge. Weather update. Storm clearing. Thermal protection falling.
That way. This is okay. It's doable unless I run into something very horrible.
Protection falling. Units received.
So this is a little bit of a gift, but
Technology recharge.
that was the wrong one. I actually wanted this one.
Technology recharge.
Chromatic metal, getting that for free is a little bit of a gift. Even though it was only a little bit, but it's still not too bad to get some, because that means it's less I have to go and refine for later. It might be a lot I have to mine to get something meaningful, but that is... I'm taking what I can, and then we might see where we are getting. I know my health is demising.
Units received.
So this is actually not bad.
Technology recharge.
So I decided to fill it up when I saw I had to stop and pick up some boxes. If I just had been running for the building, yeah, then that would probably have been fine.
Units received.
Oh. Remember, I need oxygen for something. And I'm gathering a lot of the elementary things I'm going to need as I run around, because the more I get now, the less I have to go and search for it later.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
So, just staying in here a little bit, then some of it will come up again. So, that was part of the repair of the ship. And yeah. My problem is that I actually want that first of all. Then, oh, I still have plenty. Good. That is really good. So, pick some of these things up as well.
Thermal protection falling.
That one. So, worst case, it gives me nanites. Nanites is not a bad thing, I can tell you. At least not when you're allowed to use them. Because tomorrow I will be playing the other save I have at the moment, which is a no money save, and that means that I actually can't spend any money, nanites or anything in that direction. So why do I go into the cave? Well, I am seeing if I can find some more cobalt and then make myself some iron batteries. Oh, I hate those. No, I don't. Hate is such a strong word for that. And that is not true. At all. It is kind of more like, it's more like I got a little bit of a how can you say it? It's a difficult relationship I have with them. Actually silly, I take platinum. Yeah, you can find the odd one with some odd things in caves as well. But you can always find cobalt in caves. So let me make some of these. That makes me have a higher rate of survivability. And that's what it's all about. And then not doing stupid things as I did earlier. And I think that's fine. I took the pearls, but not really something I should focus on this time. So now I need to go back to my ship and work from there. I didn't get anything here, did I? No. It's a little bit of shame because there's cobalt there. So back to the ship and then make the repairs and where is the ship? Oh. Problem is I sometimes get sidetracked and that is unfortunately my play style in most games. Where is my ship? There. So I know that I am farming a lot of things, which seems like, why are you doing that? However, everything I pick up is something I know I'm going to need. And it is all about getting it as easy as you can. What I get on the way to and from those buildings, I don't have to go out and try to find again. What is that? Is that what I have? Yeah. I'm actually only missing one animal. So if I can get bonus nanites this early, that's actually a benefit to get things to upgrade my gear, well, I almost would say my exosuit, my multi-tool, whatever I want to have upgraded. The exosuit is very important to get the protection against weather, so that is one route to take. And the whole thing is I have to be careful and I have to make sure I don't do stupid things. And I'm very good at doing stupid things. That is no secret. Anyone who's been following me on the channel over a longer period of time know that I sometimes get what some people would call brain parts, where I suddenly get a very, very good idea, not. And that's, yeah. I would say there was a One Direction song about that. That is of course a joke. Yeah, I know.
Technology recharge.
So
Protection falling.
it's cobalt there. It's cobalt there. Copper is up there, so it's not overly far away. So you're watching me trying to play Permadeath. If you ask me how it's going, I would say at the moment it's okay, but it's until I do something stupid. Permadeath don't have a forgiveness setting at all, so if you do mistakes, you might very quickly end your game. The thing is, there is no save game if you die. It's gone. And that's okay. I don't mind that. It's kind of the rule set, and yeah, I can live with that, to be honest. The old thing is, don't die. So. So that one needs pure ferrite. I don't have that. So I can make it by putting up a build this. That was actually what I already prepared a little bit for. I put either ferrite dust. I'll take it from that this time. Not go the other way around. I will sit in the ship while this refine, because I do have to preserve my my stuff, so I stay alive longer, hopefully. I had smoked meat for dinner, and that gives me a lot of thirst. So sorry, I'm sitting drinking a lot of water and my normal coffee, but coffee is not really working for that. So this is the time where I should actually be thinking about what am I doing wrong, what am I doing right. And I think so far I'm actually done things safely. I could, maybe, done a couple of things a little bit differently, but it would still have been in the same range of things. So now we can at least repair the ship. So I don't have anything to build there. I don't have anything to build there. I don't have any wiring loom, and I don't have enough chromatic metal. So for now, it's actually fine. So what it wants us to do now is to test the ship. So before I do that, I'm going to move things a little bit around. I'll put that over there. That up there, that there. I don't know how much I'm going to expand this one. I hope I can afford and get a better ship down the line. But for now, it's put where I can actually add to it without too much issue. So it's working. Let's call it that. So, take off, yay! Seek answers among the stars. Oh. So, in some games, I would say this is a good time to save. However, doesn't really work in No Man's Sky in Permadeath. So what I'm actually doing is I'm testing the ship and I'm farming a little bit from the asteroids. The reason I do that is I know that I need tritium over and over again, so you might as well start that relatively early because it is very annoying to run out of. So, oh, I got a gold nugget. I turned that into to gold immediately. So just starting preparing what I need to actually fly around. So what is up on the top is things I can sell without issues. And yeah. So it wants me to try that out. Now I should get a radio message, yeah. I've done this before. Maybe I should click. I'm me.
Alert. Navigational data received.
So at least my ship is talking to me. That's nice. Bleak. So last game, the second planet was the problem, nuclear. That is going to be a little bit of a problem. Because I don't know how that works with that, but the thing is, if I don't do this, it's going to be much harder. So hopefully I don't need to walk too far. Hopefully. Radioactivity. I don't know how that actually pans out, but let's see. It's low sentinel, so that's actually
Radiation protection falling.
that way for 220, 30. Okay. Let's first find that. Before we do anything else, and hopefully stay alive this time.
Units received. Units received.
1 hour, 10 animals.
Units received. Units received. Radiation protection falling.
So luckily it's the same, and it's the same
Radiation protection falling.
No, it's the same you use, and it's the same that you need with that. I will say that there are, with the better shielding, it's still the same kind of base there is for it. So what I did is actually a good thing to do through the game, no matter what level you play at. So I got a base, and I get a time manipulator. And these are important down the line, so pick them up when you see them, when you can. Rare they're sitting like this, but I just say thank you and take it. So here goes like everything else. You can A, go back to your ship, B, find a cave, okay? Scan. There's one there. It's far away, so that's 66 away. That's not problematic. Cobalt. Yeah. I need to go in, so hopefully I won't be attacked by anything.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
So there's one over there. A smaller one, okay. And that's the main problem with those. When you meet one, yeah, it's an annoyance. When you meet 2, 3, it starts becoming a threat. And it doesn't take that many to kill you when you don't have any shielding. However, they are actually useful to get sodium and oxygen, especially at this stage of the game. Because I can go out and look for sodium rich plants, which I might or might not find. So, I need, I think it was 2 of these. Multi-2. I'm actually going to put it there for now. Bing, bing. Terrain manipulator. That is very great, because that is one thing I can then use to escape issues. And when I say issues, I of course mean if I get to fight with sentinels or something else, then I have that option. So, that I can't, that's too far away. That one, still need a wiring loom, still need chromatic metal. So, however, we now have The ability to dig holes. Okay, I take the pearls again because they're not worth a lot, but getting that little edge of coinage. Why can't I take them? There's 4 here I can't take. Oh well. See, that was what I said. When you are too close, you sometimes end up it won't shoot. Again, carbon is something I need all the time. There is some things which is absolutely necessary again and again and again. I feel I'm repeating myself, but it's also so I remind myself, because I kind of have to do that sometimes. So they are sometimes just outside the caves as well, so you might actually encounter them in open land. Did I actually pick that one? I did. That one, that's copper, isn't it? Yep. A flying cloud of copper. It was not enough for what I need, but it's actually fine. Yeah, I did take that. So if I'd been really smart, I would have put enough fuel on my ship to actually call it, but that's one of the things. I don't really want to use resources in the start of the game if it's not necessary. So, but it's not there, it's on the other side. And I'm sorry, I'm not making any holes through mountains right now. there's one over there as well. So.
Units received.
That was a little bit a mistake what I just did, but it looks good when you do it like that.
Units received.
It's not
Protection. Falling.
it's not always the best, but if I were allowed, I would be playing the Muppet Team song over and over again in the background, because I feel sometimes I do like behave like a Muppet, and yeah. So that would be fair and square to actually take that direction, but come on, up we go. One I can't take. That need a little bit more firepower. Yeah, I know. But right now I'm going to sit here and actually check what I need to do. So it actually wants me to start building. I'm not too keen on doing it on this planet. Because that has a little bit of too bad weather, to be honest. That's where I started, that's where I am. So there's two other planets. I think that one was bleak. That means there's not much on it. That's a tricky one. On the other hand, could actually build a little base here where it is relatively flat. So it doesn't really matter where, because your habitat makes it safe for you. I need one chromatic metal.
Radiation protection falling.
So the only problem is while I'm building, I will have some small things to pay attention to. So the thing is, it wants you to build base, and that's kind of okay. However, you don't have to use the base as your long-term base in any way. But it is part of the whole thing with the mission which goes through a long part of the game. So I very often actually have built the base pretty much on one of the start planets I get to, because then I have done it and I can kind of move on. So I get all the basic stuff for wooden, and that is kind of okay. I have quite a okay amount of carbon, so that is most of the base what is needed. Otherwise I will have to go and farm some more. So where do we want the base? Straight here. Floor plans. It's funny, that always happens when I build. It is really weird.
Radiation protection.
Yeah.
Falling.
First of all, we need to deal with that.
Technology recharge. Radiation protection. Falling. Radiation protection. Stabilizing.
So you actually don't have to put walls and anything on as long as you have roof on your cabin. Oh, it's a freaking storm. So what can I actually build?
Weather update. Storm clearing.
So it was actually not as bad as it could be. Going to just empty this. Because I'm actually going to put this inside. This is a part of the game I absolutely suck at. I am not very good at... I don't build very lush bases. That is not... That... No, I try to shoot it. That's not my best part. I am not so I'm not one of those which build that base you see and you say, wow, that is the greatest base I ever seen. I've seen a lot of them. And I think every time, I wish I could do this. And believe me, I have tried. I have actually tried.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, I know. So just take a picture. This is actually a planet with Fiesta. Fiesta. Perma. So probably put the door at the back, but so what do I need to build that? I need magnetized ferrite and carbon nanotype tubes. I think I ran out of carbon, so I think I did. One of the problems on this, the stack size, it is not the greatest play-wise, because you end up constantly with very well, a lack of storage. And that is of course something you actually have to deal with. Need this. So what I will go out and do while I can, I need to make sure I am good. I will go and find some carbon.
Radiation protection falling. Unit
Oh, there. Of course. So I say one of the good things about this planet is there's only few sentinels on it, so I can actually stretch it a little bit, which is a good thing. Salt is actually a good thing to have.
Radiation protection.
And if you stick with me, then I will show, well, if I live long enough, first of all. If I live long enough, then I can actually show you something you can make money on, if that should become a thing. Something I don't know, but yeah, I know. So
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
So the problem is carbon is fueling so many things, so you really have to make sure that you actually don't run out of carbon. And when I played survival, one of the big problems was that every time I tried to farm by going to things like forested planets, I got sentinels on my back constantly.
Radiation protection. Falling.
And that made it very, very difficult actually to farm stuff. But I will admit I started picking up on space stations and yeah. Because why not? Sometimes, if that's what you can do, then sometimes that is what you have to do. Everything else is kind of just how it is. It is always trying to get that little edge, and when you get the edge, then you kind of win. I know this is not a game where you can talk about win or lose, and nor should you, but the feel-good factor when things goes right is immensely big.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
So we need to build that. 1 carbon nanotube. So let's put that here as well.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
That's good I have a house now.